Hi everyone, this is Vu. I'm 3D printing a whole bunch of face frames to improve the adaptation of your standard surgical masks. What we want to do is get them closer to the protection level of an N95. I'm going to walk back any prior comments I've said that the filtration is as good as an N95. I think you get 95% filtration at 0.1 micron size, and it's pretty darn good. And if you can adapt the leaky edges, it'll be even better. And that's what we're going to do, is try to upgrade what we have until we can get a legitimate supply of N95s as needed. Now, of course, right now the requirement is just a level 3 mask and a face shield. We'll see if N95 becomes a regular requirement, but for now, let's just upgrade what we have and what we can get. So I've 3D printed a whole bunch of these face frames. You can see a couple here printing, and I have a finished one here. I have down below a hot water bath. Now, I have a sous vide unit here because I don't have any means of heating water in my garage workshop otherwise. When you're in the kitchen, it's a lot easier. Just get a saucepan with some water, bring it to a boil, and then down to a simmer. That typically will get you around the 165 Fahrenheit mark or 74 Celsius. That's the temperature I've determined is the best balance between speed and safety for molding polylactic acid or PLA. That's the most commonly available FDM printer filament. It's inexpensive, it's forgiving to print, and it's easy. For this application, I like it better. You can also make them out of polyethylene tetraglycol or PETG. That material is harder, it's pretty much impossible to bend with water because it bends somewhere around 105 Celsius. And so water boils at 100. And so you need to use a heat gun to bend it. Baron Grutter has an excellent YouTube video on how to do that. I'm going to focus on the water bath today. So yes, this is going to bring back memories of border molding from dental school. We're going to take this frame here. The upper bend here is for your nose. This part here is for your mentalis crease. Here and here are for your cheeks. And so what we're going to do is do one bend at a time. We've already heated our water. Again, you can use a stove, a pot on the stove. You can use a microwave, a large bowl of water. There's lots of ways to get water hot. The sous vide for me is very consistent, but honestly, the saucepan is easier. So use what works for you. I'm going to go ahead and start bending it here. For instructional purposes, though, it's great because it's holding the temperature for me the whole length of the demo video. You can actually start to see it flop a little bit once it reaches temperature, and you'll see it visibly flop. We're going to shake the water off. We're going to mold it to my face like so. You have only seconds to do this. It's already hardened up a little bit. Just put it back in the water, dip it, and then bend it to your face. Okay, get that first bend in. All right. Once you get the nose adapted, let's go for the mentalis next. We're going to dip just the bottom, this bottom part of the arch in the water. Hard to see from the top-down view, but you'll see it and feel it actually start flopping in the hot water. At that point, you take it out, shake off the extra water, and then bend it like so around your lower jaw. Okay, once you get that one bent, we're going to go ahead, shake it off, and we're going to go ahead and apply the cheek next. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll see it's already flopping. And then put it back to the nose, chin, and lock in your cheek. For those of you who have tried the Bellis app one, I like the idea. The problem is the cheeks especially are just visually scanned, and so it just makes a passive fit over the cheek. You actually need to have it pinch in on your cheek a little bit to get the best seal on the lateral borders. And so, yes, sounds very much like a pros exercise than it does a personal protection fitting. But hey, we got to do what we got to do. So I've gone ahead and fitted this mask on all 4 sides. It's got a nice tight seal. Once I put elastic on these four hooks here, It'll form a nice tight seal to my mask. If you need a little more breathing space, pull it out like that. That'll give you a little bit more breathing room, and it'll give you a lot better adaptation of your mask. I hope this helps. Keep you guys safe, keep you guys sane. Download the files from Thingiverse and print away. Hey, thanks. Enjoy.